Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Branson's #1 rated show, The Petersens.
Shenandoah, long to see you. Look away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. The Missouri, she's a mighty river. Look away, rolling river. Indians camp along her borders. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. Well, the white man, he loved an Indian maiden. Look away, rolling river, and with notions his canoe was laden. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. And he said, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Look away, rolling river, and it was for her I'd cross the waters. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. Well, it's fare thee well, I'm bound to leave you. Look away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Look away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Look away, bound away across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Oh, Shenandoah.
Thank you, guys. Well, we are the Petersen family, and welcome to the Little Opera Theater on a Tuesday afternoon. Who's excited to hear some bluegrass on a Tuesday afternoon? And I was wondering, is anybody's first time seeing us in the theater? Anybody's last time? That whole section over there. Well, if this is your first time, we have a few rules, and you guys are already kind of catching on to a few of them. One is if you guys hear solo or something you like on stage, make sure you hoot and holler and encourage that person. You guys, not yet. I'll get there. Thanks, Dad. I'm kidding, but and then if you guys want to encourage our mom and you want to kind of rest your hands for a second, the best way to do that is by screaming out, "Get it, Mama." And so on the count of 3, I want all of you guys to scream out, "Get it, Mama," and she's going to run right up to the camera and back on the top of these chairs. So I know you guys are excited about that. Get it, Mama, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get it, Mama! We thought she might do it. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys being here so much. We're going to do a song we learned a few months ago. It's a George Strait tune called Amarillo by Morning. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. I lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. But I'll be looking for it when they pull that gate. Oh, I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I've got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. How about our mom on the bass on that last song? Calm down. All right, well, we're going to feature our sister who's playing the banjo for you, and she went to College of the Ozarks here in town and has a degree in chemistry, but she doesn't use that too much playing in the bluegrass group. But she also went to Missouri State a few years after that and got her MBA with an emphasis in marketing, and so she runs all the marketing aspects for our group, does a great job with all of that, singing and playing the banjo, and in January she got married to Mr. Michael Haygood with the Haygood family in town. So we were so excited that she broke all the banjo player stereotypes and is in a successful relationship. So she's really made it out somehow, but she does a great job on this next song that she learned when she was single. This is one called Jolene.
don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls her name, Jolene. Now I can easily understand, now you can easily take my man. You don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Now you could have your choice of men, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene,
Thank you, guys. We threw the solos at you real quick, and you guys handled it really well. So congratulations to you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my mom back there on the bass. She's been with the band since the very beginning and actually has her master's in music education, and so that's come to use a little bit with us. But she also plays the trumpet really well, and so you guys aren't listening to that right now because she's playing the bass, but she does a great job back there. Why don't you guys welcome Karen Petersen. And Mom actually writes all the scripts for the show, so does a great job with all those things. And before Mom was a full-time bass player, she played the mandolin full-time until we had our re-auditions in February, and Julianne beat her out one more year. And I was gonna, you guys are clapping for that? That's brutal. All right. Well, anyways, and she just graduated from high school a few months ago, and she graduated top of her class. We're really proud of her for that as well. She had 7 students in the class total, but she was able to stay on top of that, and so she's also been running our YouTube channel and being full-time with the Bluegrass Band. And today is her last show with the family because she's leaving for college right after this, and so I'm excited for her. One of us finally got out of here, so I'm kidding. No, she's gonna still be doing a lot of the weekend shows with us, so she'll be working really hard with that, as well as, what's your major in? English. So she's learning how to speak English, and that'll be awesome. But she's a phenomenal musician, does a great job on the mandolin and the vocals. Julianne, Petersen, make her feel welcome. And Ma kicks off this next song, and so why don't you guys give me a Get It, Mom, in the highest voice you got? Get it, Mom! Lowest voice? Get it, Mom! Just you, sir.
I like digging holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget to find them. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I build a home away from someone to tear it down, then pack it up in boxes, head for the next town I'm in. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I've seen this road 1,000 times. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I like standing still, but that's just a wishful plan. Ask me where I come from, I'll say it differently. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I count gates and numbers, then play the guessing game. It's just the place that changes, the rest is still the same. But I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got notes from my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I won't forget to find them. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I won't forget to find them. I've got no roots.
Well, thank you guys. Over here on the guitar for you, singing, playing, and talking, that's my brother, and he also graduated from college here in Branson at College of the Ozarks and got his degree in business from there, and he's been using that to take over all the business aspects of the family band. He does a phenomenal job holding us all together up here. That's Matthew Petersen. Why don't you make him welcome? And actually, we're very excited because Matt's entire fan club came to our show today. Thank you both again for being here. We appreciate you. And Matt's going to be kicking off this next song. It's a Leanne rhyme tune called Blue.
Let me hear it from the fans. That's the best response I've gotten in a while, actually. I'm not even lying. How about that bass solo? Well, we're going to feature the man over there playing the dobro for you now, and he's been with our group for about 2 years now, and it's been a dream come true for him, mostly, but we've really enjoyed having him play with us. He grew up playing music with his family, the Franz family. They toured all over professionally for 20 years, and actually their dad is up there doing our lights and sound, Mr. Randy Franz. Give him a big thank you. And we are so thankful that they've joined our group. They've helped us out so much, and he's a phenomenal musician, a great friend of ours as well, and he does a great job on this next song. Mr. Emmett Franz, make him feel welcome.
A red-headed stranger from Blue Rock, Montana, he rode into town one day, and under his knees was a raging black stallion, and walking behind was a bay. The red-headed stranger had eyes like thunder, his lips they were sad and tight, his little lost love lay asleep on the hillside, and his heart was heavy as night. Don't cross him, don't boss him, he's wild in his sorrow, he's riding and hiding his pain. Don't fight him, don't spite him, just wait till tomorrow, and maybe he'll ride on again. Greedy eyes on the bay. How could she know that this dancing bay pony, it meant more to him than life? For this was the horse that his little lost darling had ridden when she was his wife. Don't cross him, don't boss him, he's wild in his sorrow, he's riding and hiding his pain. Don't fight him, don't spite him, just wait till tomorrow, and maybe he'll ride on again. A yellow-haired lady went down to the tavern and looked up the stranger there. Bought her a drink and he gave her some money, he just didn't seem to care. She followed him out as he saddled the stallion, and laughed as she grabbed at the bay. He shot her so quick they had no time to warn her, she never heard anyone say, don't cross him, don't boss him, he's wild in his sorrow, he's riding and hiding his pain. Don't fight him, don't spite him, just wait till tomorrow, and maybe he'll ride on again. The yellow-haired lady was buried at sunset, the stranger went free, of course. You can't hang a man for killing a woman who's trying to steal your horse. So this is the tale of the red-headed stranger, and if he should pass your way, stay out of the path of the raging black stallion, and don't lay a hand on the way. Don't cross him, don't boss him, he's wild in his sorrow, he's riding and hiding his pain.
Thank you, guys. Well, we're going to calm down, Mom. There goes the arbor. Well, we're going to feature our oldest sister now, and she also went to College of the Ozarks and has a degree in chemistry and another one in Spanish, and those have really helped her out so much in the band as well. But she's a fantastic musician and songwriter, writes a lot of our original music, and my life has kind of changed the last few months because it's kind of turned into being her personal bodyguard ever since our YouTube channel started to take off. So did people writing her letters. So I used to go to the P.O. box like once a week just to see what was in it. Now I'm like going through the boxes of chocolates that people send her from Denmark and crazy things, and so it's always kind of interesting to see what Katie got in the P.O. box. But anyway, she's a phenomenal musician and does a great job on this next song. Welcome, Katie Petersen.
Well, thank you, guys. We've had a lot of fun writing some of our own music lately, and a lot of folks have asked me how we go about doing that. And personally, it's always been easiest to write songs from personal experiences. So this is one I wrote a little while back called Why Don't My Poor Little Finger Got a Ring? So I hope you really enjoy it. And Matt's going to join me on the bass here, but hope y'all like this one. Well, there's a ring around the moon, a ring around the rosy, a ring around my socks that keep my feet so cozy. Well, I'm a single woman and I don't need many things, so why don't my poor little finger got a ring? Well, once upon a time, turns out it's complicated. For Tommy Lee in second grade, I waited and I waited. I wrote a note on Valentine's and said check yes or no. He crumpled up my paper, so I punched him in the throat. There's a ring around the moon, a ring around the rosy, a ring around my socks that keep my feet so cozy. Well, I'm a single woman and I don't need many things, so why don't my poor little finger got a ring? Well, I bought a wedding dress just in case someone was looking. I practiced all my sewing and I practiced on my cooking. I found a handsome guy who said he'd love me like no other, but sadly Mama says it doesn't count since he's my brother. So good. 'Cause there's a ring around the moon, a ring around the rosy, a ring around my socks that keep my feet so cozy. Well, I'm a single woman and I don't need many things, so why don't my poor little finger got a ring? I finally got a strategy and caught myself a man. I pepper sprayed his eyeballs and I threw him in my van. I took him to the church and when at last we heard the bells, he somehow got away and now I hope he goes to well. There's a ring around the moon, a ring around the rosy, a ring around my socks that keep my feet so cozy. Well, I'm a single woman and I don't need many things, so why don't my poor little finger got a ring? How about one more hand for our lovely mother on the trumpet and the bass this afternoon? Well, we have had a lot of folks come and ask us how we got started playing music together as a family. And we did grow up actually moving around quite a bit. Our dad was in the Air Force for 23 years, so yeah. And Dad is actually hanging out at the show today, and he'll be playing with us tomorrow. He plays piano in our gospel show as well. So that being said, we did grow up moving around all the time, and it was really hard to get established in one community with moving around so much, but we had a lot of time together as a family. So we used to try to find different activities we could do together, and music was always one of those things we really enjoyed doing together. But one summer, we were on a family vacation and ended up at our very first Bluegrass Festival, which was over in Gettysburg, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and hung out there for a few days. And not only did we find a lot of families that were playing music together, but our parents just loved how these families all had something in common that they could do and enjoyed. So my mom and dad actually decided at that festival that we would also become a family bluegrass band. And they bought us all instruments, and we started practicing all the time, and we lost all of our friends. It was great. But we have been looking for a new hobby, and bluegrass is a lot of fun, although I can safely say none of us ever planned on performing in front of other people. We have just been so thankful that God has bigger plans than we do, because this is what we love to do and feel called to do, and thanks to folks like you guys coming this afternoon, that's what we get to do today. So long story short, thank you. That's where we're at, and this is our 10th year of shows here in Branson. It's looked a little different than we thought it would, so we're just so thankful to be able to still do this together. And that being said, we have had time this year to put a lot of music online. So Julianne has kind of headed that up with our YouTube channel, and this is one of the first songs she put up there. It's a John Hartford song that Glenn Campbell made famous, one called Gentle on My Mind.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the inkstands that have dried upon some light. That keeps you on the back row and by the rivers of my memory. That keeps you ever gentle on my mind. And it's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the road not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and fight. That you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. And the highways and the junkyards go between us. And some other woman's crying to her mother cause she turned and you were gone. I still my running silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Back from a gurgling, crackling cotton in some train yard. Your Beulah rustling, coal piling a dirty hat below across your face. Few cup tents round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to myself and fight. That you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Well, thank you guys so much. We have been so encouraged over the past couple of years to write our own music, and so we're going to do a couple of those songs for you next. And this next song is a song I wrote a while back, and I had the chorus for about 6 years, and I'd never found the verses to go with it, but sometimes when life doesn't go the way you think it should, verses come to you, so that's kind of what happened with this song, and I hope y'all enjoy it. It's really depressing. It's one called California.
We'll cut that out of the video and just it'll be nice and smooth.
This is one called California.
Sometimes life doesn't go as you expect it to go, and
memories fade slowly. No, please don't go, not yet. Well, I was your one and only, and I'm not ready to forget all the times we shared together, all the words we never said. But I remember when we almost went to California. We almost fell in love in the sand, and you almost told me to be your woman, so you'll always almost be my man. I think it was late last summer. I saw the distance in your eyes. Well, you said that you found another, and then you told me not to cry. But I knew that's when it started, the beginning of the end. And I remember when we almost went to California. We almost fell in love in the sand, and you almost told me to be your woman, so you'll always almost be my man. I guess it was late last winter, snow falling all around, the wedding bells rang, she entered, but I left without a sound. Oh, I know she'll always love you, but heaven knows that so will I. And I'll remember when we almost went to California. We almost fell in
almost be my man. Yes, you'll always almost be my man.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys. We're going to go ahead and do a song that my sister Ellen and I wrote together, and she'd called me one afternoon and already had the chorus written, and so I ended up writing the verses that day, and then Matt put it to music, and it ended up working out really well. This is another great love song called It's Over, so hope y'all really like it. Yeah.
How do I tell you it's over? How can I convince you to move on? How can I get you to see that your last love won't be me? That all we once had is now gone. Yes, it's true in the past that I loved you, but those tears that have cried are no more. Please just try to understand that you'll never be my man. My heart is gone away and close the door. How do I tell you it's over? How can I convince you to move on? How can I get you to see that your last love won't be me? That all we once had is now gone. Now please don't ask for things you could work on. Don't you see, dear, you've done nothing wrong. Well, I just came to let you know that my answer's still a no. Your love for me has lasted far too long. So how do I tell you it's over? How can I convince you to move on? How can I get you to see that your last love won't be me? That all we once had is now gone. Well, look right there, Sally Ann, she's a nice girl, and I've heard my mama say she's sweet on you. Well, I've tried my very best, won't you please give me a rest? Just go on now and find somebody new. So how do I tell you it's over? How can I convince you to move on? How can I get you to see that your last love won't be me? That all we once had is now gone. Oh, honey, how do I tell you it's over? How can I convince you to move on?
Thank you. That was an original song by Mr. Emmett France. So I know we mentioned earlier our dad being in the military, and through that process we met so many wonderful people growing up who were willing to sacrifice a lot out of their everyday lives just so we could have the lives that we do, and we cannot tell you how much that has meant to us, and all the things we've learned about what real love and sacrifice looks like in an everyday life setting from people like you, and we're so thankful to have some of y'all here with us this afternoon. So we actually were going to see if you have served, would you mind just raising your hand for us so we could give y'all a thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is one of our favorite songs we've been singing over the past couple years, and it just reminds us of the one hope we do have no matter what the circumstances are, especially this season we're all in right now, but we do have a hope, and his name is Jesus Christ, and we are so thankful for that, and it carries us through every day, every situation, and this is a song we'll send out to you and your families called Sweet Beulah Land. Kind of homesick for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand, and there my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. I'm looking now across that river to where my faith, it's gonna end in sight. A few more days are waiting labor, and then I'll take my heavenly flight. Beulah land, I'm longing for, and someday on thee I'll stand, and there my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Well, thank you guys so much. One of our favorite parts about doing music together has always been the people we get to meet along the way and the folks that come to town to see us. And it's been really sad this year not getting to do our usual meet and greets before and after the show. So we thought we would actually have a time in our show here where we just heard from you guys. And if anybody had any questions for us or comments, we would love to kind of get to have a little meet and greet right now, actually. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of start over in that section. If anybody has a question, feel free to just raise your hand and we can try to answer that for you, and then we'll go this way from there. Oh my goodness. Is that chocolate? Oh my goodness. Any other chocolate? Thank you, Denny. That's very sweet of you. Yes. Oh, no. Good question. Good question. Do we have any questions from over here in this side? In the back, yes.
How did your mom determine which instrument is best to play? Did she determine that, or somebody else?
I mean, Mom and Dad kind of taught us all how to sing when we were growing up. And actually, that's our dad over there, John Petersen, if y'all want to wave at him. Yeah. And yeah, they taught us how to sing. And then the rule was you have to take 2 years of piano before you get to graduate to any other instrument. And so we all did that. And I'd been begging to play violin for years. So that's kind of how that got started. And Matt had been taking classical guitar lessons. He loved it. And at the Bluegrass Festival, where Dad and Mom first saw these families playing together, he bought me a banjo that day. And he said I looked like a banjo player. So I don't know what that means, but...
That's the first thing Ellen's husband said to her as well.
Any other questions over here? No? What about this section? Anybody got any questions for us? Middle, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of working this way. How about over here? Yes, sir.
So I believe Jolene's about his innovative.
Yes.
You talk about that on YouTube. That's awkward.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so we started posting videos on YouTube about a year ago. July 1st is when we posted Jolene in 2019, and it's kind of one of those things where we knew we should be posting videos on YouTube for a long time, and we just had not gone around to it. And Julianne has always loved YouTube. Ever since I can remember, she had a little YouTube channel as a kid. So we finally started posting, and we actually filmed Jolene in our living room, and Katie mixed the audio for it. And it actually went viral on Facebook first, and then after that, it got some attention on YouTube. So, and Julianne's really been like a huge part of advising what songs we do and how to title the stuff. So, yeah, but we've had people travel thousands of miles to see us this year just from watching us on YouTube, which has been so fun. And it's actually been very cool when everything started shutting down, where it would be easy to think that we lost a lot of chances to perform for people. We actually got to perform for more people than we ever thought we would, just because we had more chances to post videos online on YouTube. So it was super fun. But thank you for coming from YouTube. We have a question way over there. Oh, yes, sir. Bean Blossom was the second Bluegrass Festival we ever went to, and that's over in Indiana. And actually, that is the first fiddle boot camp I was ever put in. So my dad saw a flyer for the kids' fiddle boot camp. He's like, Katie, you're gonna go to this. And I was like, oh. And so it was really fun. And at the end of 3 days, all the kids who've been learning these songs go up on stage, and they get to play on the big stage before all of the big acts come on. So it was really fun. So yeah, we went there. Best corn dog I've ever had was at Bean Blossom Bluegrass Festival. So. Yes. Are you guys from that area or no? Okay. Yeah, it's a great festival. Great festival. So yeah. Right there. Yes, ma'am. We do have CDs, and our friend Nicole will be at the table after the show too. We got several albums with our family. We just finished a gospel album last fall, and Emmett has his albums with him, and we will very soon have our YouTube album as well. That'll be done actually by the end of this week, I believe. We'll be selling it. So yeah, we've got a few of those, and we are currently recording our Christmas album, which will, yes, Merry Christmas. It will be available in the winter, of course, but yes. The winter. I don't know. Other questions for anyone? Anybody else over here in this section? Oh, in the back, yes. She's irreplaceable. Julianne is irreplaceable. Like we mentioned, she will be playing with us sometimes. We've got some road shows scheduled. We'll be out at Silver Dollar City for their Southern Gospel Picnic here in a couple of weeks on the 30th. And she'll be back for that for sure. And we'll just... Oh yeah, she'll be part of our Christmas shows as well back in town. So.
And we're still going to have her be a part of the YouTube videos because we can travel down there, but I doubt her class schedule allows for the Tuesday, Wednesday shows. So. Other questions? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I will say it's been very fun. One of our favorite parts about music and something super special about Branson is that it kind of takes music back to its roots. And when music first started happening, everyone would gather in their living room and play together. And then when the radio came out, people would sit in front of their radio station and all listen together to their programs. And now music has kind of become sort of an isolated experience where you listen through your iPhone or just by yourself in the car. And what I love about Branson is that it brings music back to a community feel. And so it's so fun to get to share this with you guys who don't know each other, but get to come together and enjoy something special. And this is not at all what we thought our 10th year in Branson would look like, but we were just so thankful for the Lord and that his plan was so much greater than anything we could have come up with as a family. And we're very glad you guys have chosen to come be a part of this. And that being said, one of the songs we learned at the beginning of the year is You're Still the One, a Shania Twain song. And we learned it because one of us finally got married, and so we were able to sing a happy love song. But it kind of talks about overcoming the odds and how you just make it despite everything, and it kind of means something new to all of us. So I hope you guys enjoy You're Still the One. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. Glad we didn't listen. Look at all that we'd be missing. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. I'm so glad we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby.
Thank you, guys. Well, my dad is from the state of West Virginia, and that's also where Matt was born. And we grew up listening to John Denver tunes. He's one of our family's favorite artists, so we finally got to learn one of his songs. Feel free to sing along on this one if you want to. It's called Country Roads. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down that road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down the country road. Well, thank you guys, and I would like to give a couple of very special thank yous. First of all, to Mr. Randy Franz once again for the lights and sound and all the work he puts into our show. And also, for those of y'all who have been watching us on YouTube this year, we have a really good friend of ours who has been doing all of those videos for us, and it's Mr. Aaron Clark, and this is actually one of the only shows this year he's at, and he's right back there. So y'all could actually see him. Phenomenal. Thank you, Aaron. And that being said, a lot of folks have also asked what a good way to support or encourage our family is, and one of the very best ways you can do that is leaving a review about our show online. That's how a lot of folks find out about us and come see us, and you can do that on Google or TripAdvisor. So if you had a good time, feel free to leave a review, and if you didn't have a good time, then you can just forget about it. So we also will have our merchandise available out there in the hallway at the table. We've got our CDs, we've got some coffee mugs, and t-shirts as well. We do have the Get It Mama fan club t-shirts. And the Get It Mama fan club is on Facebook, so we're over 1,500 members now, and we are all so thrilled and honored that our mother has more fans than any of us. So congrats one more time for Karen Petersen on the bass. And feel free to come back tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. We do have our gospel show, same place. And yeah, we'd love to see y'all. We'll be here through the end of the year. So come back and see us and spread the word. Tell your friends to come as well. And we're going to finish up with the Tennessee State Anthem. This is one called Rocky Top. Rocky by